mothers of the Mompreneur Squad, Goddess Empire Builders, Men of the Believing Soldier Battalion, Sons of the Kingdom, community partners, every community building soul seeking a way out of chaos. Listen closely. I'm the Dean of Urban Success University, the commander of the Believing Soldier Battalion, the training officer of the Joe Roberts Officers Training Platoon, my JROTC. I'm the servant leader of the Yokis, the Young Organization of Kings, internationally serving. I'm just K, really making myself no reputation. For 25 years, I've been in the trenches. I've endured the betrayal of politicians, cold indifference of institutions. I've served persistent attempts to silence a ministry that's really been the bedrock of our community development since Leon Howard Sullivan, William Herbert Gray III, and Joseph Lawrence Roberts walked me into 3340 Peachtree, Tower 1, Buckhead Financial District, and placed me behind the technological and entrepreneurial development curtain of Fran Target, where I went from really the young leader behind the development of what has become the largest collective body of micro entrepreneurs in North America. It's like 480,000 North American small businesses that came through that ecosystem. When Yolanda ascended, Jersey Joe, Reverend Dr. Joseph Lawrence Roberts, the one who got the pastoral mantle from Daddy King, set me up with that deal to develop my databases. I refer to them as paper church business directors. Worked with 403 individual congregations to help them stimulate economic circulation inside of their congregations and immediate surrounding communities via paper church business directors. Registered about 48,000 Christian business and community businesses in 13 states. In Georgia, we did 46. Registered over 500 folks at New Birth, over 500 folks at Elizabeth, over 400 at House of Hope, a little over 300 at Impact. Now, I don't speak about that to impress you. I just want to impress upon you the work that God has allowed me to put in over your behalf. Now, I saw my spiritual fathers, Leon Howard Sullivan and William Herbert Gray, be used magnanimously by God from North Philadelphia to West, East, South Africa, and everywhere in between. So I'm not speaking about a political position. I'm talking to you from the prophetic privilege of service. And I speak from the dirt, where we planted seeds and we refuse to be uprooted. Like that though. Now, we've built upon and taken some foundational blueprints. Reverend Dr. Leon Howard Sullivan, economic and entrepreneurial self-sufficiency, the visionary prophetic leadership of the Yokemeister, the great Yoki of the Yokis, Yolanda, Denise, God, that's his Scott woman. You can't miss that, King. And the grassroots power of our mothers. They ascended about 20 years ago. I think I was about like 5, 6, around kindergarten, I remember. They launched the National Political Congress of Black Women. Cynthia Dolores, the Great Honorable Cynthia Dolores Nottage Tucker. It's Capilda Nottage and Whitfield Nottage's daughter. 1930. Coming back from that September 1934 International Baptist Convention, World Baptist Alliance, Whitfield founded Ebenezer Community Chapel at 19th and Susquehanna, North Philadelphia. Stand up. He was the one who had the slave Bible that my spiritual grandpa, William Herbert Gray Jr., and his mentee, Michael King Sr., got so caught up in dissecting when they went over to Berlin, Germany, y'all, in 1934. Hitler went into power in 1933. So when the American institution is playing their denominational tyranny games with attempting to control our interpretation of the sacred scroll, 3 goats of the gospel go over to Berlin, Germany. Look Satan in the eye. Hey, my boy, how you want it? For mama and them, the best practical example of whatever come what may, we gonna get. And so we got, you know, the goats, but then we got our mamas. Every father with a daughter came from a black mama. Understand how that one play out, right? And so our mamas, Cynthia Dolores Nottage Tucker, Shirley Chisholm, Coretta Scott, 3 foundational pillars for the National Political Congress of Black Women, like 84, 88. Coretta Scott gave Cynthia Dolores the Legacy Award. 89 is when Cynthia Dolores, Mama Nottage, founded the Martin Luther King Jr. Association. Want them North Philly kids to ring the bell. You know, we're going to do what our mama says, so do we ringing the bell. They ascended about 20 years ago. Shirley Chisholm, January 2005. Cynthia Dolores, October 12th, 2005. Coretta Scott King, January 30th, 2006. Because Coretta Scott King founded the King Center, and because Cynthia Dolores Nottage Tucker founded the King Association, and in 1994, January 17th, the first day of service, because of, you know, Coretta's kids and their different position on, you know, their daddy. You can't, anybody that ain't one of them 4 mind the business that pay you. And with the King kids do with their family legacy, ain't never gonna pay none of us. So just stay out of it, all right? Yolanda's perspective on her father is he's a prophet. And so a prophet is responsibility is thus saith the Lord. Now, Bernice, Dexter, see him as an intellectual giant. And see that intellectual framework is going to be packaged. It's going to be branded. It's going to be sold. And, you know, in the monetization of MLK, get over it. You can't take a shot at Dex. I don't care how you feel. You can take a shot at me as a King kid, but I got his back as a Scott kid, all right? And so let me give you the story. You might not have to put it in perspective. It was this dude named Jesus. All right, cool. So Jesus, let's just say, Joseph wasn't his biological father. You know, we all children of God. So Joseph died. Any good thing come from Nazareth? That's the hood. South Side, Jamaica, Queens, North Philadelphia. 044. So when Joseph dies, Jesus becomes the son to a single mama with siblings. And through his adolescent and teenage and early development, watching his mama struggle, he's trying to figure out how to come up with a bag to support his siblings. And so you might not have the adequate perspective, but any way that you feel about Dexter Scott, you probably feel like, well, as a man, he should have known he lost his daddy at 7. And then it's one thing to lose your pop at 7, but then damn, like the most traumatic event of a little boy could have. Everybody wanted to celebrate. And his mama putting all the work in for that center. So whatever he did to move his family from the poverty line over to wherever the frick they at, get off his back and off his dick. Excuse me, mama. That's just how I feel. Because he a Scott boy. And when you look at Marty the Third, look at little Yolanda, that's like Coretta Twin. And when she talking about service and Bernice, she double grandma, all right? She got the altar, leave us alone in the alley, like that though, all right? You know what us little hood kids do? We don't ask for permission. We ask for forgiveness. And she gonna give it to us because she grandma. She know the greatest of these is love. So like that though, all right? So don't try to put me in the middle of Urban Success University and friggin' Nonviolent 365. Two daughters got two different perspectives on they daddy. Yo, and they mama. Yo, I still wrestle with what Bernice said at Yolanda Ascension Celebration, where she said, God don't make no mistakes. And she was talking to me. She said that tree with that big hole, it's right here. All right, all right. So I'm doing my best to finish my homework for my mamas and my big sister, okay? Because what our mamas wanted was they wanted something technological and entrepreneurial. That's like Amazing Grace, Many University. And y'all don't know really about William Herbert Gray III, that covenant with Daddy King. But I'm going to tell you about the Dash. Andrea Dash Gray and her computer with kids. She knew technology going to be this great equalizer. So don't ask me how this happened, okay? I don't know how it happened because he said so. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Straight up and down on everything I love. I can see different components coming together. Who predicts the internet shifting? Well, May 19, 2026, the internet shifted. Yup. It went from SEO to GEO, generative engine optimization. We moved from the era of manual searching to the era of AI selection. And if you hadn't paid attention to what God was using me to tell all of us, you probably invisible. Like COVID, business went from brick and mortar to click and order. November 2021, I told all of us when Google shifted its small business platform from Google My Business to Google Business Profiles that the number one and number two determinants of ranking went from ad word, keyword to relevancy of search and specific geographic location. Relevancy to search. That meant that these 400 directories that God had used me to create, in person, online, all of them were useless because none of them had descriptions. And the only way that Google knows if your product and service or business, for that matter, is relevant to search is based on its description. Who you are, what you do, how you do what you do, the way you do it. Who you serve, what area. That was November 21. Do y'all remember January of 2025? Looked in the White House, saw Donald Trump and Elon Musk, wave number 2, AI takeover. Governmental shift systems. Tech companies shucking and jiving. July of 2025. It does not matter how you feel about Donald Trump. We live in America. It's the capital of capitalism. And his desk, the most powerful one in the world, he announced from it at the beginning of third quarter that AI is officially the center of our economy. That's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. It's all the big tech companies. Then, the longest federal shutdown in American history. Big court behind the curtain, moving all their systems. Let you out just in time for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. The largest shopping season of the year. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or not. You're going to buy your kids some Christmas. If not, you're going to buy them something to say it's not a Christmas gift. And so many of our small businesses who have gotten crickets, talking about the AI, the algorithm, just don't love me like it used to. On May 19, 2026, when Google, do y'all remember when Google used to be a noun? Then it became a verb to our children. And now we used to go online and look something up on Google, person, place, or thing. Then we look at the kids and they just Googling it, right? Now, Google, for the past 25 years of our life, has been the number one search engine. It's so much more than that. It's the 800-pound gorilla of information dissemination. It's not accidental. It's not coincidental. Google intentionally positioned itself in that way as the industry leader in order to sell products and services. Now, when Google joins the group and says, we out of the search engine optimization error, SEO, we kicking it with everybody else. Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini, we're an AI agent too. We finally agree. The SEO error, the blue checks, over with. Benito. Now, don't allow big tech to steal the power that we have economically. Let's go old school for a little bit. W.E.B. Du Bois, y'all remember him? About 100 years ago, he gave us the Negro in business. Hello? Y'all Negroes in business, listen to me. E.B. Du Bois said nothing, zero, zip, nada, nothing positive will ever take place in a community that fails to recirculate its dollar. It's impossible, y'all, for us to recirculate our dollar in our community if we do not know who the businesses in our community are. It's the reason why we got those paper church business directories. But since business is going from brick and mortar to click and order, we've not readdressed that. We had a boycott. What'd it do for us? Nothing. What's a boycott do for us? Nothing. A boycott doesn't circulate dollars in our community, doesn't advance our community businesses, doesn't provide jobs, doesn't train our youth, make the talking heads look they got some street cred till they got to admit they got no street cred, but we still stuck with no transformation. What my spiritual father, Leon Howard Sullivan, gave to Martin Luther King Jr. is select patronage. Let me give you the premise. It's where we make a conscious decision to pool our community and economic power. We consciously withdraw our economic support from companies, corporations, for profit and not, elected officials, for profit and not. It's their season, y'all. Got to remind them, leadership is about service. You can't lead us if you don't serve us. Withdraw our support and we redirect it to those who are us, from us, with us, building us, investing in us, and we, recirculate our dollar in our community. It's the bedrock of building our community. Otherwise, we just get chaos. I mean, let me echo the words of ML. Where are we going from here? Chaos or community? Now, this premise is impossible if we do not have a foundation where all of our businesses are registered. We're a social enterprise, a social entrepreneurial enterprise ministry. That means that we're here to serve the least of these, so everybody can get registered for free. You can complete your profile at completeyourprofile.com. you're going to be able to utilize our proprietary AI smart matching. It's going to take the way that you describe your product, your service, your ministry, your event, your nonprofit, your business, your goals, dreams, aspirations, who you serve, who you cater to, who you want to cater to, and it's going to rewrite that into AI language because AI doesn't read like humans do. We read black owned business. We read family owned business. We read community centered business. AI, like, what does that mean? And AI doesn't use human reasoning. So it does not try to figure it out. If it can't clearly and concisely understand who you are, what you do, how you do, what you do, the way you do it, it skips you, ultimately turning the lights out on your business. So if every one of our businesses does not have what they do, how they do, what, where, who, what, when, where, how, to who, with clarity written into language that AI can understand, our businesses are invisible. So God utilized our daughters to build the world's first AI-powered generative engine optimized entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Kingdom Marketplace, the digital resurrection of Progress Plaza, the first black-owned, community-developed shopping center in American history. At the core of the Complete Your Profile page, you scroll down and you fill out a Google form. Why? It's fully the Kingdom Marketplace, fully integrated with Google Business Profiles, fully integrated with Google Maps, fully integrated with all the major social media marketing platforms. I know you got your Facebook page, because I'm in them on the Book of Faces. All right? Everybody on the gram, I know you got your IG. All right? I know you always getting the bag on TikTok till they TikTok the TikTok. Shout out to my TikTokers. But consistency is key. And consistently for the past 20 years, 85 to 90% of consumer searches, the bag is on Google. So if Google intentionally is driving the market, then we want to make sure that we're fully integrated and aligned with what's driving the market. We want to make sure that we have the competitive edge. Make sure that what they thought was going to turn the lights out on us, put us in a position to digitally dominate. That's what God did. I didn't do it. God did. Literally. I'm just a mouthpiece here. If your business, if your legacy, if your child's future, which is your business, is not optimized for AI, you're invisible. Now, let me make sure you understand how God flipped the table. You know, he made the last first, first last. Like that. For years, y'all. The suit and tie establishment kept our community in the dark. God prepared all of us for the light via his daughters built the infrastructure. You know, the light shined in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Now, we're not a for-profit entity. We're a social entrepreneurial enterprise ministry. A non-profit makes a difference. A for-profit makes an impact. But the grants, the funding, you know, Caesar's coin ain't making it to our community. And it's tough economically. It's hard for individuals to sow, even to the most amazing soil. And so what God has done is provided this model where there's a for-profit, but the for-profit doesn't put its profit in its pocket. It uses it to launch, sustain, and expand the not-for-profit efforts. y'all know we just be copycat mama and them. They wanted to have a go to a little play. Remember they had the fish fry? Remember they was going somewhere, they had the bake sale? Remember we was kids. Can we get some money to go to the amusement park? Nope. Hey pastor, nope. Y'all better have a car wash. Same thing. Same thing, no difference. And so the Kingdom Marketplace sustains Urban Success University. And at the core of it, what our mothers wanted is this goddess empire builders. It's like the NPCBW, but in the tech AI space. It's the hybrid for the Mompreneur Squad at the core of our daughters' Brains Over Booze movement. They're launching it right now with their Black Women Run the World campaign. They attempted to launch it May 31st. First Saturday they got out of school last year at Elizabeth. They got blocked. And so we got 2 days. And I believe that what God did, because his ways are our ways and his thoughts are our thoughts, is he held it up because our daughters wanted to display what God had them birth in their own way. And God really positioned our daughters to be removed from this over-sexualized culture and the social media pressure attempting to objectify them. That's what many of our young daughters, single moms, when they're attempting to pursue their entrepreneurial, academic, professional aspirations on this side of COVID, a lot of the most readily available methods of perpetuating income that are available to them involve their hands on their knees, showing off their little speed bumps or their mosquito bites, moving, and not their hands on their keyboards, showing off their digital brilliance. Then what God has demanded is an intergenerational revival, revitalization, and rebuilding of our kingdom, business, and community. Because our elders have the practical wisdom of building businesses, building ministries, building nonprofits. And our daughters have the digital genius to provide us with the deliverables we all need in order to digitally dominate the generative engine optimization AI-powered marketing streets. And so everybody can utilize AI smart matching for free, but if you upgrade, 100% of the proceeds are paid out to our daughters, the ones that are doing the work. Because in pre-launch, everyone's getting registered for free. It's a lifetime free profile. The upgrades are not annual upgrades. What will be the lifetime cost of annual upgrades are not what is presented. What is presented is a setup fee. It's exactly what you're putting into the pockets of our daughters that are doing the work to set up your generative engine optimized profile. If you upgrade to what is the equivalent of a bronze, you're becoming a category pillar. Let me explain that. Regardless, we're going to turn your switch on. So AI knows you're not invisible. Make you a part of the cluster. Trusted, verified, authoritative information. But when you upgrade, then what the geniuses in the Mompreneur Squad that have been trained effectively to do are going to do is they're going to optimize your profile in a way where AI can in depth recognize you as an authority, an expert in your business category. Now, let me explain why you become a pillar and why you're a category pillar. Because the lights just went out. So if you're the first business with the lights on that AI learns, then every one after you that attempts to present itself to learn in your category, in your immediate surrounding zip code, depending upon the, amount of competition that knows to turn the lights on, then it's going to compare them to you. You're kind of the pillar. If they're above or beneath, they're compared to you. That's why it's a category pillar situation. And it's a setup situation because we're a ministry. When you see the power of that, for God allowing me to position you that way, I'm not screwing it up again. I understood and told many of you that were registered in the original paper directories, this is more than a directory. When business went from brick and mortar to click and order, I didn't have control of the network to shift us. So through a bunch of da da da, I didn't properly educate you. So I want to make sure that you're tapped into a system where you get everything. That's why that free Google form that you fill out for the AI smart matching is so comprehensive. Now we're launching a Project 5000. The first 5,000 people who upgrade, because there's a 20% referral commission inside of the setups. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and this is nationwide, really kind of globally. I got some people in some different countries, but there's a 15% referral bonus, okay? Because I have a lot of female students who are not tech savvy, but they're turning the lights on for different businesses. And so as we celebrate Black women around the world, 85 to 90% of the women who make more than six figures in the continental United States do it in the direct sales industry. Okay? And so I'm not a network marketer. I'm an affiliate marketer, the illest affiliate program in the world. 15% referral bonus, right? And for those that are leading, there's like a 5% leadership override. And so when you do the math, the first 5,000 folks that upgrade bronze or above will allow us to stimulate over $1 million paid out to our daughters, our single moms. When you go to urbansuccessuniversity.com and you click on the Amazing Grace Bank Sullivan Entrepreneurial Academy, you see that we're putting our students in LLCs, many of them before they get diplomas via the Entrepreneur Squad. And so, $150 is the registration with the Georgia Secretary of State, $100 in their business bank account. And so this first group of founding 5,000, if you decide to be with us next year, your profile's here forever. But I'm going to give you a free 1-year membership. The Kingdom Business Owners, our membership section. Oh, the stuff you're going to get, amazing. I'm going to give it to you. I learned something from Fran Tarkenton. I saw him build an entrepreneurial firm from 3,000 to 60,000 with no annual contract. You know how frugal you all are, entrepreneurs. And so do you understand how much value you have to give an entrepreneur and how much growth and development they have to experience in order for them to feel like you are an absolute necessity in their day-to-day business operations? That's my goal. My goal is to be used so magnanimously in your individual business based on the resources that you're able to receive via the Kingdom Business Owner membership, that when it comes time for you as founding members and this Project 5000, that when you get at your anniversary, your profile's there forever. You'll forever be able to have what the geniuses of the Entrepreneur Squad are setting up. But you forever be able to post your products, your services, your blogs, your events forever, ever. But your access to the membership section, the sauce, the mastermind, the Kingdom Classroom, all of that, right? The information, the resources, the skill sets, the mindsets that you need to really succeed, right? and exposed in this digital AI-driven era, where you learn to understand and practically apply AI. Like, I'm gonna give you my 101 person curated AI prompts. Like, ladies, don't come for me, right? Unless you're coming for me. But I'm built for it, right? Like, backed by Bible, high vibration. Now, I was distracted. I got hungry. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. No, I'm here. I just need to praise you. Hear what you're saying? Jesus, Jesus. Praise break. I'll make myself no reputation. I hear God saying, not just the money. So let me talk to you about the Goddess Empire builders. Yes, we are the digital resurrection of Progress Plaza and Mini University. We don't just offer support. We provide economic sovereignty. We take businesses from where the lights are off, ignored, underfunded, and invisible, and we help them turn the lights on using generative engine optimization. But our geniuses, our baby girl geniuses, they've built this AI-powered entrepreneurial ecosystem. The world's first AI-powered King of Business Referral Network. It's genius built and black owned. We're building an inheritance for our children in the AI realm, making sure they're not excluded. And via the Mompreneur Squad, we're able to really get to our young kings at a young foundational age via the Young King Academy. The JROTC platoon of the Believing Soldier Battalion. Because our boys don't need to be criminalized, don't need to be labeled at risk by those who refuse to mentor them. We identify them as YNs, young niggas, young NEGUS. Google it. Young kings, young emperors, young rulers. We utilize pugilistic theology, a spiritual warfare framework, approach to life. We teach that truth, faith, righteousness, long suffering, persistence, knowledge, love, discipline. Root word of discipleship. They're spiritual weapons for our sons to use to combat the satanic attacks that they're facing in their everyday lives as they attempt to pursue the prophetic purpose God has placed on it, navigating these inner city streets. We utilize the Success for Teens curriculum because it's worked for 17 years, impacted over 5 million youth worldwide. Go to Urban Success University, watch the case study. We move our sons from the world's labels to the Creator's divine design. They learn leadership by living it, applying it, and teaching it. And as the Dean of Urban Success University, we are the official, original Youth and Creative Arts Department of the MLK Center and Association's foundational legacy. We're the only institution delivering a comprehensive AI entrepreneurial curriculum that has been the deliverable for what nobody else has even acknowledged. the United Nations decade-long global celebration of our people of African descent. 3 principles that need to be paramount. Recognition, what previous generations have done. How our mothers and our fathers, especially our mamas, prayed in the dirt for the ministries we get to launch. Prayed in the dirt for the social impact we get to make with the nonprofits we get to launch. Prayed in the dirt for the hundreds of millions and millions of dollars that we're able to make, employing the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and the hundreds of thousands of folk, millions of folk that were able to set entrepreneurial free, utilizing the resources that God has given us. God didn't give us dominion over people. He gave us dominion over resources, like this microprocessor in your pocket that, we're showing our people how to utilize in order to get God glory as we rebuild our community.
So powerful. There is nothing that his name cannot do. There is nothing that his name cannot do. There is nothing that he cannot do.
You missed the decade from 2015 2025. Ain't nobody saying nothing, huh? Interesting. The black church crickets? Black politicians crickets? You ever read your Bible out the mouth of babes? We got a day. One day. That's just on forever, ever, ever, ever. Celebrate the United Nations Global Celebration of People of African Descent. It ain't even my birthday no more. It's August 31st. The United Nations Global Celebration of People of African Descent. I was born on that day, but now I'm making myself no reputation. On the day I was born, instead of celebrating my trip around the sun from 3 years ago forevermore, we're going to celebrate the United Nations Global Celebration of the African Diaspora. We're not a club. We're a sacred move of God, transforming the marketplace from a platform where Satan has a stronghold into a major spiritual transformational platform in the lives of God's people. We have formally established a sacred stand, 10 toes down, the Reverend James Orange Park, as our outside ministerial sanctuary. It's not a football field, y'all. It's not. It's a protected religious assembly under Georgia Senate Bill 36, signed by Governor Brian Kemp. Now, while the municipality uses revitalization as a screen for displacement, we're demonstrating the only effective model for youth survival in this corridor. They claim there's no youth activity. Yet, 2 days after getting optics, providing pizza to the youth activity, they sent the park and rec police to break up the kids' prayer circle. How in the world you gonna offer pizza for optics when the boys are in the rain because you won't let them come in, but they so hungry for spiritual development, real mentorship? The boys are in the rain, learning in the rain, praying in the rain, being fed by community mompreneur squad members. And the very men the municipality was thanking 2 days later send their minions and National Park Service, law enforcement entire to criminalize in front of the boys during an established prayer circle. We documented everything. We recorded everything. Because everything done in the dark comes to light. You know, the light shined in the darkness and the darkness comprehended the light. We're operating in the light of the AI era, where every lie told in the dark is digitally archived for all the public to see this voting season. All hands on deck. Daddy King didn't shuck and jive for votes. Vote came to him. K knew he was daddy. Knew the folk were gonna ask him who really riding, and he was gonna tell the truth. That's the Holy Ghost. That's what the ministers in, all truth. And we holy, and we hood. We hood and we holy. I wore custom cut suits for 20 years of my life. I told the Believing Soldier Battalion, the Mompreneur Squad, the Young Kings, and the Virginians 2 years ago, we breaking both switches. Built $1 million home, allowed the youth to understand framing, carpentry, all of that last summer. Our boys been turning wrenches, washing cars, doing all that all year, right? But you know what we said? We said, you know what? We mama and them clean yourself up for Sunday morning. Mama, we growing our beards out. I'm an African boy, mama, like my hair nappy, mama. I comb it, I pick it out, and then I make it nappy again, mama. This the vibe. This is what we do. See, you done messed up my vibe trying to make me look like y'all did in the 60s. I got a haircut. You see it right there? See the fade? I am clean cut. See that right there? Yeah. For our generation. You know, we're not dumbing ourselves to come down no more. We're making folk come up to our level. That's that song Mom and them used to make us sing, right? This little light of mine. Well, I don't give a frick how y'all feel about it. We're going to let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let it shine. So we broke the dimmer, and you know the one where you dumb the light down, and we broke the code switch. We used to have an inside voice and an outside voice. Y'all done ran this outside. This is our voice. The message of the Messiah is the same, but the messaging has changed. Can't force a younger generation to conform to your language and your lifestyle because you antiquated in these digital streets. The whole web done shifted and you don't know nothing about it. We do the works. The suits too terrified of. We anointed to go into places they scared of. The miracles, the transformation that they ain't seen, we see it every single day when we take the sacred scroll in the slums. And I'm looking for those who are really ready to put in the time, really ready to put in the treasure, really ready to put in the talent into the soil of our children's future. You got a story with your mentorship? Can you bring a skill, a trade? Do you have a testimony in your field, especially black women, where the single mamas that know they've been playing games came to their meetings, and ain't doing nothing but have more meetings while they moving the money in the side and stiff arming our mamas that's trying to figure out what they can do? Kids out in the summer, ain't got no daycare, just run off where the little boys can be. Well, shit, maybe I gotta, you know what I mean? You know, like, can you share your inspirational stories of holding on to God's unchanging hand and demonstrating the fact that you know that your most powerful and potentially profitable God-given asset is your brains and not your boobs? Because my female students, my geniuses, my superstars, my superstar achievers, thank God we out the baddie for brains phase, right? My geniuses, my baby girl geniuses, they know the difference between morality and survival. Tell you how they do me. I ain't one of them things, I don't even like that, I don't want to do that, but I don't got no choice. Listen, our daughters, it's the difference between morality and survival. Morality says, I don't want to do that, I ain't even one of them, I don't even. That's why I call them geniuses. It's some folk in our generation looking at them like they grown ups because they got titties and ass. They babies. My daughter, 24. I'm back to college coaching. I lay hands on you, just on your chin, not your fucking forehead, because I'm a spiritual father. Bible written in Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. Afro-Asiatic expressive languages. The word for God is Ab, two sides. Abba, source, sustainer, protector, provider, progenitor, father. Ab-Wun, Jesus, King of kings, Lord of lords. That ain't how he moved though. He moved with compassion. That's love. That's over and above. Fuck you up over one of my daughters. Broke my non-competes. Bankrupt 7 years ago to liquefy for this shit. You don't know what we've endured for this. It is none of your business between me and the Father and my genius. So, yeah, no, you're going to patronize him. And God said, because you ain't got nothing else. You lights this off. And they're sons. You know, they can't come to the church like Mama and them did because you got them imposters. Shannon Jones running clergy. 3 boys get shot. He call a prayer rally, pull up, and say he gonna fuck me up, and then never get out the car. But you gotta get out the car. You call a prayer rally. Well, did you come to pray or not? Or you came for optics since the press ain't here and fuck with these kids. That's what you instilled in them. Eric Vincent Thomas, you take all the pictures in the world for the food joint, but your whole child abuse circumstance situation for the mental health kids took place over at the other rec center. Now you go your son over here, you're going to build this out and do more of it, huh? Community terrorists. So help us with some mentorship. Some real stories. Ladies for our sons. Ladies for our daughters. Fellas, tap in. Got some coin? Cash App the Yokis. Our resources are community source. 100% of the proceeds of the work our daughters doing are paid out to our daughters. The ones telling you about it via relationship and referral marketing, and the ones doing the work. You can help me fuel the truck. We come pick the boys up. The Mompreneur Squad, they done drove, it was rebuilt. They done drove the wheels off. Need new tires. Need new brakes. The AC don't work. They need a compressor. Anybody want to donate so our kids ain't hot? The ones within walking distance that little boys don't have nothing, that are out there at 9 and 10 o'clock at night, that be going through them hills, that they identify, that they know got some water in it, that they know is safe, that they know gonna check on them. Y'all go to BelievingSoldiers.com and check out how we, took a prison ministry behind the wall in North Philadelphia in 2007. Then, because of the same type of stuff we're going through, had to convert a dope corner from the 90s into the sanctuary, busting at the scene for the prison ministry. How we partnered with the Philadelphia sheriffs and during COVID started giving away 3,000 pounds of food. That's the same thing that Eric Benton Thomas said he wanted to do, but what he did and what he showed us, he just wants the optics. He doesn't want to have to do the work that it takes to reestablish the relationships in the community to make it effective. We've been doing that we've been doing that. So help us fuel the truck, help us feed the boys, expand the tech. Inside of the video of the meeting that you see the park and rec talking about the grandma in there that's always gatekeeping, right? Like talking crap about the mamas here. If the mamas, why are you hating on the mothers of the community, mama? Do you not understand argumentation and debate? That we not old and slow like the kids of your day was? We hear you saying out your mouth the reason the mamas don't come in, because you're judgmental, you're oppressive, right? You're segregative, right? You place them in a demographic where you're already judging them. And so everything that you talk about the rec center should be under your leadership, you clearly and concisely show us it will never be. You'll talk about we want to establish a place for the kids. You've no interaction with these kids. Then you come and send the police when they're praying. Literally, that's the beginning of the prayer circle before they hang out and we mentoring and you get out the park. It's not football season. We're not doing football, boy. You got something And Roddy, we got, no, but we'll lock you up. What do you think that does to an impressionable little boy? We show you on the timeline a 12-year-old boy who's selling his $30 hat because his dad lives in another state, right? And he sends him fresh clothes. But because you have the Parent Resource Center starving, that he's about to sell his $30 hat so he can feed some of the kids in the community at his bus stop. He didn't go to the dope boy. That option's available for them. He didn't go to rob something to get a gun. That option's available for him. But we're talking about, you're saying my boys don't do nothing, but you didn't donate toward buying contribute toward buying a power washer so they can wash trash cans, so they can make a positive perpetuated income. No. You don't want anything like a pipeline because you want to base your policies off criminalizing them, talking about they either selling drugs or selling water on the side of the road and looking down your nose at them as a judgmental grandma who really behind the scenes playing a 501c3 game, lacing your pretentiously entitled pockets. You too old for this work. Get the fuck out the way. Jesus said that in his own way in Matthew 18:6. Because you're causing trouble to these kids. So wrap the millstone around your neck and hang out in your pool, Grandma. And for those mothers, for those businesses, for those individuals who understand how imperative our children are, who understand we got a suicide crisis. So it's not business as usual. We'll get to it later. No, I got some water. No, I got into a power washer. No, I'm willing to donate. Then get registered, please. You got a business? Go to CompleteYourProfile.com. You got a Cash App, send $5, send $10, right? Because the Cash App get to the ground right here. They getting us caught up in all this legalistic crap where we got to use resources we don't even have to fancy lawyers that have behind the scene conversations with them, and it pauses what we got right now. They're doing it strategically in the first week of school out, so that we'll lose touch with our boys and they can do what they want to do. And so you're going to be on the kingdommarketplace.com. Click on the Urban Success University tab. Click on the Pastor Partner page. Click on the Become a Mentor page. Click on the Goddess Empire Builders page. Click on the Mompreneur Squad page. Click on the any page. Click around. Look at what our daughters have built. Do what Kari and Jazz of Axon Developers and many of us do when they understand that the daughters have been working hard while certain diamonds have taken advantage of their digital brilliance and I paid them. Kenley Waller, Willie Watkins Funeral Home, Wheels and Tires by Bailey. We get an overwhelming amount of phone calls and folk looking for a mobile service, and we're pulling up on bellies and he's still profiting off of our kids. But the time and the energy and resources to sue and takes away from the time to mentor. All these older generation were not involved in us getting paid on our children. And our generation, the mothers and the sons, and y'all know they don't give a frick about us, but listen, hold on to God's hand. They on that slave religion. I'm gonna give you the soldier version, 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, the 3rd verse. Let me center us. You gotta endure hardship as a good believing soldier of Jesus Christ. Go to BelievingSoldiers.com, download your Believing Soldier spiritual weapons. No soldier, right? Good soldier. Stand on Matthew 18:6. We're protecting the little ones. If you're a leader, politician, Parks and Rec, city government, county government, elected official, earn your votes. Leadership is about service. Can't lead us if you don't serve us. And y'all all want our votes. In the fall, we watching what you doing right now. That bipartisan thing might be a great thing, because your little blue and red cliques won't save you with our kids. Earn your salary, earn your votes. Do something that makes God happy with these kids. I turned you on this Friday, huh? Flick your switch. Kingdom Infrastructure is active. Now, they going to keep doing what they've been doing the way they've been doing it for their optics. We're on a mission. Last thing ML asked us was chaos or community. Old Baptist tradition. Go ahead and vote. If you're a community, well, the church will say you can sow if you want to the Yoki's Cash App, Urban Success University, the Believing Soldier Battalion, the KingdomMarketplace.com. You're a business. My gift to you, complete your profile. And if you appreciate the work that our daughters are doing and having built this out, just go ahead and sow them a little seed at the Yoki's, the young organization of Kings internationally serving. I love each and every single one of you under the sound of my voice now and on the replay. Have an amazing day on purpose. Never forget that the Father made each and every single one of you amazing on purpose. I'll see you in the membership section and on the Kingdom Marketplace. When we withdraw our economic support from them, we cannot redirect it to you if we don't know you exist. Nobody's teaching you about GEO. They all plug and play. Went to school, got a degree. They can't tell you even if they wanted to, because the colonizer won't let them. My people, you hear me? Complete your profile at CompleteYourProfile.com. Black women, go to BlackWomenRunTheWorld.com. Please. Thank you. No praise.
Oh, it chases me down. And he fights till I'm found. He leaves the night and night just to comfort me. I couldn't earn it. I don't deserve it. But yet he died for me. I couldn't earn it. I don't deserve it. Till he gave himself for me. Oh, the overwhelming, never ending. In Christ alone.
Yo, don't allow someone's personal perception
my strength and my song,
to get in the way of what God is releasing through you.
This solid ground, firm through the fierce.
You have no idea.
And
as I teach you how to endure hardship as a good soldier of Jesus Christ, what it takes to command
when fears
believing
are
soldiers
still,
of
when
Jesus Christ.
striving cease, is my comfort, is my all in all.
But our mothers,
Here in the love of Christ,
Amazing Grace,
what heights of love,
used to make us say ABC,
what depth of peace.
1, 2,
When
3.
fears are still, when striving
be
cease, is my comfort.
Everything
It's
God
my all
created me
in
to
all.
be.
Here in the love of Christ, here in the love of Christ, I stand. Here in the love of Christ, here in the life
If I offended you in some way during this assignment,
here in the love
I apologize.
of Christ.
Just a little hood prophet
No guilt in
trying to
life,
make his
no fear in death. This is
prophetic
the
parents proud.
power of Christ in me. From life's first cry to final breath, Jesus commands my destiny.
I've
What
given
heights of love,
every resource I
what
can,
depth of peace.
except what is absolutely crucial.
These are still when striving
Help
is my comfort, is my
God's
all
kids.
in all.
Please.
In love.
I have
See,
no idea
Jesus, he commands my
why
destiny.
he allows them to look at me
Jesus
the way he
commands
does,
my destiny.
especially his daughters.
It's in his hands. Jesus commands my destiny. Oh, Jesus commands.
Thank you.
He leads me, I follow. He commands my destiny. He commands. Oh, Jesus commands my destiny. Jesus commands my
The
destiny.
Bible said in 1 Samuel,
Jesus commands my destiny. Oh, Jesus commands. light of the world. You step down into darkness. Open my eyes and let me see beauty that made
1 Samuel,
this my heart.
7th chapter, 7th verse. First number completion is 3. First number completion is 4. Second, you add them, you get 7. You multiply them, you get 12.
Light of the world. You step down
So
into darkness.
when the politicians heard that the children of Israel had gathered together at the Reverend James Orange Park, the lords of the politicians went up against the Yokis, Israel. And when the children of Israel heard it, they were afraid of the politicians. So the children of Israel said to Samuel, "Do not cease to cry out to the Lord our God for us, that he may save us from the hand of the politicians." Samuel took a suckling lamb offered as a whole burnt offering to the Lord.
Lovely, merciful, good, altogether wonderful and kind, altogether wonderful.
Then Samuel cried out to the Lord for the kids, for Israel. And the Lord answered him.
You are my God.
Now as Samuel was offering up the burnt offering, the politicians drew near to battle against the kids. But the Lord thundered, just lightning rod, upon the politicians that day, and so confused them that they were overcome before all of Israel. And the men of the believing soldier battalion, the men of Mizpah, they pursued the Philistines and drove them back as far as Beth-kar.
You've been good to me. You've been kind to me. You've been loving. See, Yahweh, 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 He has been faithful to me. He has been kind to me. He has been loving to me. Yahweh, 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 I worship you. I worship you. I worship you. Yahweh,
Verse 12.
Yahweh, Yahweh.
Then
What
Samuel
would I be without you?
took a stone, built it, called its name Ebenezer, saying, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." Reverend James Orange Recreation Center. So the Philistines were subdued, and they did not, the politicians, come into the territory of Israel. And the hand of the Lord was against the politicians all the days of Samuel. And the cities which the politicians had taken from Israel were restored to Israel. During the upcoming elections,
I can't live without you. I can't do life without you. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh.
the remnant
I'm a testimony
is
of your
interviewing.
goodness. I'm a testimony
Whoa,
of
what a
your
word from the Lord.
greatness. I'm a
We're
testimony
interviewing,
of your glory. Yahweh, Yahweh.
Candidates. We don't we'll just let you come up and just talk about you. We hold you accountable. God is speaking. I've been He's telling me to hold. So we hold it. I hear prophetically in my spirit that USU is released. I feel Yolanda in my spirit telling me.
Where would I be without you? Where would I be without you? Where will I be without you? Where would I be without you?
Let's build. So into the hills. It's a prophetic word.
On Christ,
The cash app.
the solid
That our
rock I
brothers
stand.
can see.